Alright, going first. Let's try to use the big stuff. I really want to showcase you this Ultimecia combo, but it's so hard to do, man. Like, it's so hard to, make it work in standard. Alright, we can drop the Mastermind. I think this probably is a creature. When they get to 5, 6, 7 mana, this will probably be something else, but for now, well, this is so good for them. This card is insanely cool. Alright. I think we need to get into 6 mana range. Let's go with this, see what exactly they have. Maybe we hit something. Alright, we absolutely hit something. Okay, so this is a full manifest deck. Alright. Yeah, we have another. I don't want to double block this, to be honest. And this gives value when it attacks, so even if you block and trade against it, they still get extra creature, and you don't want to trade 2 for 1 for this. Maybe you just try to raise them? I don't think it works, man. Like, we need something chunky for the mid game, like Slasher, so, they don't get free trades. And this hurts a ton, and this deck is designed around Dread, so they might get some big hits. Alright, let's take it. They are dealing 3 damage. By the way, they are saving mana, so they have something. Okay. No reach. But the stat line on this one is pretty huge, so we need to be careful. Maybe we can draw all of those cards with Masterminds. Bro, we have the combo, we just need to get there. Oh man, maybe we just chill and try to go for the long game. Okay, I will try it. I'm not convinced it's the best idea, but I hope they won't attack as aggressively if we keep those. And if we draw 2 extra cards, we should get into 6 mana and start spamming Odins. Please don't attack with everything. Oh, this is so painful. I don't know how to do it. I think we have to trade against this right now, but at least we get some card advantage from those Masterminds. I think this is what we have to do. Man, I'm not in love with this play at all, but we don't have good trades, so, this will continue producing creatures, so we need to stop it, but now at least we get the cards back in a way. So that's a big difference compared to the last turns, when if we blocked, we would gain literally 0. Oh man, what a fight! What a fight. We need to get into the 6 mana, we will get them some cards, so they still will get better option, but they are drawing 1 card, and we are drawing way more than 1 card, and that is the missing piece. Now we start hitting answers, lands. Okay, this is a nice one. We still need 1 more land. If we can drop Odin into Odin and then go Ultimecia, I can see us winning, but we need to stop the bleeding, because those 2 creatures they got are exactly what is, like, too much for us to handle right now. Alright, this is actually a tap land, so we probably want to play this into Sewers. They have instant. No, this is just ooze. And this will be pretty huge. We don't really use the gray. Man, if we can set up Odin and man, we need like 1 turn. It will be so close that it's either 1 turn off, or we actually can win this. Cecil, nope. You're great, bro, but we already have you. I will have to be trading against one of those big cards. I'm really scared that they will flip one of those and it turns to be like 7-drop or something, and I can handle probably those 2, but I don't think I can handle any of the big ones already on this turn. If they drop something huge, I can play Odin and get rid of it, so we can solve those 2, then Odin solves the 3rd one, and then this hopefully doesn't kill us. Man, this would be right. Oh no, they swing all. That's so bad for us. We go for 2-turn play, right? This is 7 mana. They are attacking with us. They probably don't have it in the board. One of those 2 can be this, so that's why I'm checking. So we can take 7, 8 damage on this turn, then go Odin and try to tank the rest. I think this is the play. This gives us... Oh, but we also get Death Touch. Wait. We lose that much life. Okay, I think we go for this, then we get the transformation. It's better this way, right? So I think they will try to pump it, and then we go for the Throated. So that's my idea. We need to kinda steal this this turn, because our opponent got so much ahead on this one Shrieker. You can see the outcome. Like, we are just pressured by too many creatures too quickly. And we need to stop the bleeding by answering one of them. That's the biggest one. They wanted to kill us with this, and hopefully they cannot. And that gives us lifelinker for the next turn, and also a creature. Bro, it's painfully close! Oh, it's terrifying! But okay, we are getting there, man. Okay, face down card. At least we remember what that is. I don't remember what that is. I think it was 5 mana and puts 1 counter on everything. Or something like this. We need to drop the Odin. We need to drop the Odin. Bro. Can we? Can we win with this? I believe we can. This one has ward, so we cannot target it. Guys, it will be as close as humanly possible. I'm just going full on defense. We need to play this on the next turn and win the game. Odin kills them on the next turn if they don't block. Bro, they're playing around it. I will block it. I just want to survive. Everything else doesn't matter. Man, is this the moment? Please, this one time against Trample. But we get the live game. We survive. Guys, it's... No way! No way! I'm so happy, man. I played so much to give you this one moment. Everything is stuffed. We swing and the game is fully reversed. We click before they scoop, and we got the win. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe. Go Mastermind. I believe that you can die at the end step. Here we go. Oh, this is, bro. Love it. We just got a free card. I think we keep the counter spell, especially that we can double to drop on the next turn, which is kinda wild, or just go with Trickster or Curiosity. So we have tons of options right now. This is a scary turn. We definitely want to answer whatever they are doing, and I will go with this. I should wait until the end step, but you know, we don't really need to. I can just drop Curiosity. They will do something absolutely massive on the next turn. So having this into this can be better, and we drop Curiosity if it's something we can deal with. Yeah, I think it's better. I think it's better. We could draw cards with Mastermind, but we don't want our opponent to have any additional cards. So we have moderate control over the game. This is why I like this style, because you actually play a little bit of like a control deck, and you can interfere with your opponent and play some cool mind games. Alright, they are double plotting. Absolutely amazing. And the only way to punish it is what we have here. And with this, bro, we are getting so much control over the game. I will even play the land. That's how crazy I am. I will actually play a land without seeing the new cards. Because we should have tons of options. I would love to draw another counter spell. They don't have cover, so they cannot play around it. And with this, we have really good control over the game. And soon we will start getting into Odins. We can play Trickster at the end step, which means that Slasher can be played on the next turn at end step. So we will try to defend and try to sneak a little bit of value. I could go Slasher, to be honest, into one interaction, but I prefer to have both. Scary stuff. Go for it, champ. I expect like a 7-drop right now, especially that they have 2. Here they go. Here they go. I will allow them to draw cards because I'm not sure what will drop. I could kill this and deny the value, but as long as we don't allow anything huge in the board, I think we can just keep drawing cards and, you know, overwhelm their, you know, some extra draw. Obviously this is a little bit scary, but let's see the big drop. Like, when you drop those, that means you go for the biggest creature. Oh my god, this cannot be countered. Are you serious? Oh, this is devastating. Now we have to kill the Trailblazer, so that was just a strictly worse play. But we need to do it now, because later they will start getting cards from this. We can force them to pay 3, which is already amazing, but it's still not good enough. Alright. A Braid. How scary this is. Pretty scary. I will go for it. And we will see. They might have another, which is okay, you know, like, we will take the risk. We didn't have time to Duress because we drew it a little bit late. Alright, they have counter spells in their creature deck that has uncounterable creatures. Alright, now I've seen everything. This deck is definitely really rough on us. Right, I think it's... Okay, start with Duress. They have plenty of non-creature spells, probably. Alright, Oko and Ward Wagon. Both of the cards are very annoying. This can be killed, so they can transform it into a creature, but we will have Slasher. Slasher is kinda annoying, because this only takes 2 damage. I think we go for Oko. Wagon is something we can probably deal with, a little bit at least. Now we drop Slasher. We could attack and force a trade against the Trailblazer. And this is not a creature, so they don't draw a card. Yeah, I think we chill here. I think we chill. Very scary situation. Our counterspell is not like super powerful at this stage of the game, because we lost the Mastermind. But hopefully we can still hit something, you know? I don't want to make too long of a pause, so they don't see any priority. And they probably still do, but you know, sometimes it's just random thing. So let's go for Sewers and see the next card. That will be kinda important. We're 20, so that's a good stuff. We can attack with Slasher and trade against one of those creatures. They can also crew the Ward Wagon, which will be a bit of a problem. This one has flying, so maybe we just play it at the end step. This is also a fairy, so then we will get better counterspell, and then we can start doing cards. Or we can just go Slasher. Alright, I will go Slasher. Because the faster we do it, the faster we get it back, so I think it's decent value overall. And it's something they have to block. Good call, just using this as basically a blocker. But we still got 1 card ahead on this. And it's very hard for them to attack, because we can block Surak. And that's the card they don't want to lose. Especially it protects the whole board from removal. Because if we target something, they get the cards, right? Oh, also when we counter, right? Because this is like ultimate anti-counter spell card. Whenever or a creature spell you control becomes the target of a spell. So if we counter something, they actually also get the card, as long as this was a creature. However, I really want this to not die. We need this to live for a second. Alright, it lives. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. So now we can start doing cards finally. We could double attack, which is decent. I like it. We still get Curiosity as an enchantment, so I think it's worth it. Good deal. Now they don't draw so many cards if they get a good creature, and we still draw cards, which is super important. I would love... Man, Odin would probably solve this instantly. Can I draw my Odin? Nope. Nope. You cannot Sloth. You are not getting your Odins. Either all of them or nothing. Alright. Alright, we managed. Man, this Trickster actually win the game with Cardo. Counterspells, of course, way better if you can start with them. But unfortunately, we actually got outplayed by our opponent a little bit. Because they're on the play. So already they are incredibly ahead. And, you know, then you just need to play red creatures and you probably got the game. So we need to tank all of those for a lot of turns because of being on the draw, you know? Like, literally. And now they can draw cards for free by targeting this. And there's not much you can do. Now you started playing game right now. They basically started game with 2 extra cards, and those extra cards will continue pushing the advantage until you freaking die. Alright. Now we can counter it and take the damage. Or we can kill the challenger and give them more cards but less tempo. This one is interesting. I think we allow this. I hate seeing mono red getting card advantage, but I think killing a creature is more important. Especially this creature, because this creature is different than the other creatures in Standard. This one draws cards for free. You actually don't need to invest anything into it, which is insane. So we go Cecil, card that is extremely flexible, and I think with this play into counterspell, we are starting to be ahead against literally the best deck in the format. So looking solid, and we are on the draw, don't forget. Our opponent is playing nicely around the counter spells potentially. Very nice for them. Hired Claw is so annoying. How do we deal with this? I think this is the card we need to counter. If they have the third 1-drop, they are just good at the game. I think they shouldn't. I think they should wave here. But you cannot, you know, you can't know. Double, wow. Bro, they played all the 1 and 2 drops. Man, I'm getting salty because the amount of power this deck has is just ridiculous, man. We cannot play this. This is not a removal spell. I think we drop Slasher and we try to survive and untap. If we untap, I think we can stabilize. Okay, this is their big turn. They probably want, you know, Manifold into Molsus Rage, in which case they probably win the game. Here, maybe there is a chance. Maybe there is a chance. Manifold Mouse, of course, absolute nightmare to deal with. This is my first thought. They can pump the hero. This gets them to what? +4, so it's 5-3. If we kill it on the next turn, we are 3, we'll probably die later, but not instantly. If we... Okay, they kinda... Okay, I kinda rethought it. Swift Spear is the worst of those cards right now, I think. If they lose it, we solve one of the big problems and we still need to tank it. This has prowess, I guess, and this already got the trigger. They need to pay 2 mana to get +1, so you know what? It's actually this. I think this is the best one. Very tricky situation. There's like every decision you make kills you in some way, so you need to try to find the way that is least likely to kill you. If they have Lightning Strike, they can choose which creature survives. Not much we can do about it, but we can at least double spell on the next turn. 1 mana, remove the creature. Must be nice. Here you go. As you can see, you made all the right calls, you made the right decisions, and you will probably still die. And that's why this deck is #1 since forever, because it just has tools that other decks do not. I have to kill this probably. Well, we can kinda wait, I guess. If they play it right, we get punished for this play, but if they play it wrong or draw wrong, maybe you can get a little bit ahead, because it feels like we are so incredibly behind already that I'm not sure if we can be more behind right now. I have to kill this. This is not great. We'll probably lose one of the creatures. Like, you can clearly tell every decision I'm making is just choosing between bad, worse, and horrifyingly bad. Like, you don't have good choices against this deck. So we take the damage. We can force them to pay 2 mana, so that's my game plan at least. Obviously they don't need to do it now. Oh, they actually go for it. Very greedy play. I'll be honest, this is good for us. I think they messed up completely. I think this might be the one way to lose the game from their position. And one remaining hope. Mono Red always misplaying, so they give you the best trade, so you can actually try to fight against this deck. Oh man, am I too harsh? It feels like a nightmare to play against this deck. Man, it's so rough. Like every turn I'm on the verge of being dead, and the best case scenario gives me 1 turn ahead, so I can die on the next turn. Heartfire Hero. We can counter it, we have to counter it. Let's go. This is why this is in the deck, because it forces to pay 3, and that's a huge difference, as you can see. Alright, we need to reverse it. Go, I need to win this game. I need to win this for my sanity, guys. Let's go. We are not giving them the cards. Man, if they get Lightning Strike, I will lose my mind. Even Nemesis is probably a game. Alright, they have 2 in 1, because those are red cards, but they don't have mana to use it. So, alright. We absolutely go for this. I could draw a card, but if they draw something, I might just die, man. I'm not risking it. This is already a Lifa. A force block, I think we go this. I mean, we can just attack first, right? This is a force block. No, they actually can leave at 1. Oh man, so we... Okay, I should not probably attack with Swing All. We have still a blocker, so it's not the end of the world, but they actually can leave at 1. And I will draw a card. We'll see. That's fine. Alright. They still need a card to even threaten to kill us, which is kinda okay. They of course got it. And as you can see, this is a 2-in-1 aggro card that also has insane stat line. They just got a free card. Fortunately, bro, can you believe that they are still they still are 1 draw from winning the game every single turn? They will swing all, correct. You know, at this point we'll take it, but man, it felt so rough. And look how close the game is. If that was a Burst Lightning, they were winning, and this is a dead draw. Alright, man, from the jaws of the void we got this victory. Well, this is a draw, isn't it? Alright, I see how it is. Definitely a little bit of a wonky start with literally every Odin from the deck. But you know what? We'll try to make it work. We will make it work. Let's see the first removal. Is it a cut down or go for the throat? Cut down. Cut down it is. So we will have to fight for this. It won't be easy, but with if we ever get to 6 mana, we will just start getting insanely good trades. You know, Odin always trades 2 for 1 if they have any kind of creature, and they already have the path. They go for the throat, we play the land, and basically check what the Shuffler has in stock for us for this game, because we will be literally playing top decks with this incredibly interesting hand. We will play Fountainport on the next turn. This kinda okay. As long as we work towards 6 mana, it's, you know, it might be our best shot. I want to not see Annex on this turn. Listen, bro, I'm here for you. Like, I think I know which card demands discarding. It's not perfectly optimal, because we actually want Odin, like this is our main card, so we want to draw it later, basically. But now we have Fountainport, so we can actually make, you know, some plays. Our opponent literally answered everything we had this game, but they do not pressure enough damage right now, I think. So they need something that hits hard right now for a perfect opening. Robbery. 2 cards. I will take it. You know, not much we can do about it. It's 4 mana, draw 2 cards. So this gives them way more options, but at the cost of not really putting the pressure, so maybe we have time to recover from this interesting draw. We can even make a treasure, but we don't need to, we have a land. So let's swing. Our opponent can actually start doing cards with our cards. If they hit Curiosity, that probably would be the best hit, because we don't play against Curiosity. One of the cards is a land. That's really good. To be honest, I'm mostly scared right now for our cards in our opponent's hand, because they are devastating and they have all the mana. Well, this is a little bit scary. Okay, so we have 2 ways. And I think we sacrifice the fish. I'm sorry, fish. You are the scariest thing ever, but card you give is even scarier for a lot of opponents. And we need to start dropping out. Man, all of those cards, imagine having them during, you know, mid-game. Alright, we need to start with Odin. The Odin chain starts, and we need to finally fight against our oppressor. That was a rough opening, but now we are back in the game with some really cool tools. If we draw a land, we can play both of them at the end step, which is wild. When playing Slasher at the end step just feels fun. Alright, removal. Kinda expected. This is like our first creature, except Cecil. And here's the Master, so this is our card. As you can see, very scary. I think I will literally allow them to have a bat. Like, Mastermind is so much scarier than the other cards, man. I tell you, our cards in their hands are like the worst. Alright, we answered every card they stole from us. Now we have a bit of a clean slate, so this play will be super important. What are you? Oh, this is a cool one. Actually, right? If it wasn't a demon, yeah. So when it dies, it becomes a demon. This is a very cool card all around. Alright, we want to swing. Bro, no way. No way we are actually winning this. Please, don't. They have some priority here. I think we hit and we win the game. I really think so. No way we actually won this. And this is how you reverse the game. You know, just make your opponent lose the game. Easy. Opponent is going first. We have a good setup with plenty of removal, some creatures, and mono red opponent. That's how you know they're good. They play red. So we have decent mana. The only problem of the draw, literally, is that we are on the draw. Like, everything else is great, but we are still on the draw. So we will be very slow. We will always get out-tempoed a little bit, but the mouse actually doesn't hit another. What? Go away. Oh, right. There's no Heartfire hero, so at least we have, you know, a moment to actually play. We need to start removing stuff. Because we are on the draw, we always get hit by one extra creature. Here, exactly, that's what I meant. That's the creature we don't want to see. Alright, they will go to combat phase and try to Monstrous Rage something, because that's what they do. We go for the mouse. They can pump the claw. They can do it because they are on the play. They are always one play ahead of us. And this one play can deal, 10 to 15 damage during the game, and that's the damage that wins them the game. However, very often they miss, so we don't feel it as much. We will probably get hit at least by this attack for 2 damage. Let's see if they pump. They absolutely should pump. This should be Monstrous Rage, so either they don't have it, or maybe they are not playing optimally. We need to drop Slasher. It actually is the creature that can block, because it has Death Touch, so, as long as they don't have First Strike, which we already kind of dealt with, now the Trample is, a huge pain, but at least something we can manage. The problem is that if they pump this with Monstrous Rage, you get hit twice, because it dies. So even though you have the answer, you still get incredibly punished. Torch the tower, alright. So when this dies, I believe it exiles. We will check the emblem later. Oh, double torch the tower. Okay, to be absolutely fair, it feels like we are super behind after this play, but we actually aren't. This was 2 cards and they have no prowess triggers. So we could remove the, wanted to say wizard, the lizard. Or we can just go Slasher. If they play like this, that means they don't have better answer and they absolutely don't have double torch the tower again. So that puts them in pretty bad situation, so hopefully we can stabilize. Screaming Nemesis, a great removal target. I really hope they don't have Burst Lightning on it. Let's see. We will block... Okay, they main phase Monstrous Rage because they still don't know what instants do. There's literally 0 reason to main phase it. But, it's just a Mythic Red player. They still learn the game. So we could get free trade here. Okay, so we actually need to be smart about it. So we will go for the throw this because we have no other choice. We can kill this. We get a free trade, and then on the next turn we block this. This is 8 damage. Oh, we will die as the punishment. So we actually don't have a choice. This makes it easier. And this is why this player can not know what instants do, because this deck just kills everything, whatever you do with it. We're at 1 already. And we missed a land, we are on the draw, and this is the remaining damage. If we were on the play, we would probably be at 8. If we didn't miss a land, we would double remove and we will win the game. So don't miss your lands, don't be on the draw. We are going first, we have Duress, we have Sewers. I think we go into 2 mana as soon as possible. Listen, I love you, Slasher. You can see that even my voice crack, because that's how much I love Slasher. But still, it has to, go into the graveyard. We know that slashers love being in the graveyard. Sometimes they come back. This one is probably not. Oh, Challenger, have you seen this one? We probably want to counter it because it's a red creature. That means it kills you if you don't counter it. I think this is a nice Duress into Mastermind turn. We can also go for a counter spell, which those get worse as the game progresses. Lightning Strike is not amazing, they can target Nemesis, but at least they kill it. Throne is annoying, but we can deal with it with Odin, so I think it's Royal Treatment. It's not scary right now, but it will be scary later. Let's see, they can play Nemesis right now and we can counter it. I think this is a good deal. Bro, and this is how easy it is to beat Mono, just interact with 2 spells and they're out. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this crazy journey with the combo that you probably never seen, and I played so much to showcase you this combo. I nearly gave up and I was like, no, we are playing until you get the combo at least once in this video. With Odin and Ultimecia tapping, I don't know if that's how you said, I will go with this. I didn't watch the pronunciation video, alright? But this is probably the only way to really use this card, unless you want to, break the stalemate, and 6 mana for a 4/4 is incredibly expensive. So guys, I actually went through a lot of versions of this deck. I had to rebuild it multiple times. You have seen even the other cards like Escort. I also had Kaito, but it didn't work, and this version actually performed the best of them all, and I kid you not, I went 5-2, but I'll be honest, I don't think this is the result you should expect. I don't think it's a competitive deck, but we made the best version of this, and this combo is really fun. So if you get your your opponent like this, it's just so fun, man. So I had to make the video. I want to showcase you this cool card in action. If you appreciate it, like, subscribe, share, you know, all of those things help. And I literally had to craft double Ultimecia for this video, so have mercy on my wildcards. Like and subscribe, please. So yeah, I think this is the best case scenario for the deck. It worked out in the end, but you know, it's hard to talk about those decks. Mono Red is so oppressive right now. I hope you enjoyed. You know, thank you guys for watching, and thank you to all the patrons that allow us to make those crazy decks so we can see Final Fantasy cards in action in Final Fantasy Standard. So that's a, you know, good cause to try to, so I hope you are happy with the videos. And thank you guys for watching, and see you tomorrow.